Deportivo Ocotal takes on Las Sabanas, 6 o'clock Eastern start time in the Nicaraguan Liga Primera. Ocotal's favored in this matchup here at minus 125, totals 2.5. The draws paying plus 245. And if you like Sabanas in this matchup here in an upset, that's going to pay you plus 285. Sabanas has been victorious in just 1 out of their last 8, however. They were actually shut out in 4 out of those 8 contests. Sabanas is currently tied for last place in the Clausura division of Liga Primera. 10 teams in that league. Here's the caveat, though. Sabanas is tied with, yep, you guessed it, Ocotal for that bottom spot. Both teams sitting at just 2-8 with 3 draws apiece. Both teams also sitting at just 9 points on the season. 20 points back of Managua FC for the top spot. Ocotal is currently on a 4-game losing streak where they scored a measly two goals total in those 4. They've been victorious in just 1 out of their last 7. 4 out of Ocotal's last 6 games stayed under 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, Las Sabanas on the other side is 3-1 to the under in their last 4 themselves. I got to ride with the plus money dog in this one. Both teams equally as bad. Much more value in Las Sabanas. I'm going to go ahead and lean Las Sabanas plus 285, winning this one outright and the under 2.5 in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's Nicaraguan Liga Primera soccer action. Happy Saturday to you. Hopefully you are having a great start to your weekend. Now, before we go ahead and move on, just got to quickly remind you to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where we do daily premium sports picks on that website, beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. We improved to 2-0 in our last 2 Better Friends tier package plays yesterday. And of course, that's a membership that I offer on that website. That's just $6.99 through the end of the month. We also have a board member tier package play going off today, where we are currently 10-7 with a push in our last 18 board member tier package plays. We currently have over 600 active members subscribed to that website as well. Now, you might be wondering real quick, why would I sign up for a package on Patreon when I'm currently getting all the picks here for free on YouTube? And that's certainly a great thought, a great concern. But the problem with me handicapping every single game on the board is, well, if you were to bet every single game on the board with your hard-earned money side in total, it's certainly not a winning formula for success. The books are way too smart, they're way too sharp, and the math becomes aggressively and egregiously more against you the more games you play like that. So what I do on my Patreon page is I break it down and focus in on 3 to 4 premium selections per day. I make life a lot easier for you doing that. They're higher percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a whole lot better than it is here on YouTube, handicapping every single game on the board, side and total. So if you want to check out my current Patreon record, you can do that for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. It's right on the homepage. Once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive back into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube in the Nicaraguan Liga Primera Clausura division. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got ourselves Real Madrid taking on first place Managua FC. 6 o'clock Eastern start time. Managua's minus 195, totals 2.5, draws paying 280. And if you like Real Madrid's, they are plus 475 on the money line, minus 120 on the goal line, plus 1. But if you like Real Madrid's in this matchup here, you might be in a world of hurt, as these guys are currently in second to last place in Liga Primera. Madrid's is just 4-8 with a draw on the season, for a total of just 13 points. They're 16 points behind Managua in the division and just 4 points ahead of the tie for last place. Madriz, they've dropped 5 out of their last 7 with an embarrassing loss coming against the likes of Las Sabanas and Chinandega. Meanwhile, Managua FC on the other side, hitting on all cylinders. They haven't lost a game in their last 7 straight. Solid victories against the likes of Diriangin, Juventus, and Walter Ferretti during that stretch. They've also scored 2 or more goals in 3 out of their last 5 victories. Now, total-wise, 2 out of FC's last 4 got over 2.5. Meanwhile, Madriz on the other side went 4-3 to the over in their last 7 themselves. I'm going to lean toward FC in a fun one. Give me Managua FC minus 195 and the over 2.5 in that game. And of course, I'm going to slide in my next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Juventus Managua taking on Diriangin, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern start time. Juventus are the plus money favorite at plus 140, totals 2.5. Diriangin is the $1.60 dog. The tie is paying plus 230. Diriangin has been playing some very good football, very good soccer as of late. Just 1 loss in their last 8 games. They're currently in second place in the division at 8-2 with 3 ties. They're currently just 2 points back of Managua FC for first place in the division. Diriangin held their opponents to just 3 total goals in their last 6 contests as well. Juventus on the other side really playing bad right now, shut out in their last 2 games. 1-3 straight up in their last 4. Juventus is tied with Real Madrid for 7th place out of 10 teams in the Liga Primera. Just 3-6 on the season with 4 draws. Just 13 points on the year, 16 points back of first place. And because of their defense being so porous, 4 out of their last 5 games got over 4 or more goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, Diriangin's last 2 games got over the 2.5 as well. Regardless of the total, though, I think this is a really bad spot for Juventus backers. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward another underdog in this matchup here. Give me Diriangin plus $1.60, getting the job done for some plus money cash, and the over 2.5 goals in that contest. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where we're currently 2-0 in our last 2 Better Friends tier package plays. Shout out to Stephen Lewis, Christian Kostya, Lyrical Travesty, Robert German. Shout out to True Colors, D-Block Express, Rob B, Vernon Williard, Ricky Braun, Fly High 808, and last but certainly not least, gotta give a shout out to Steph. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Saturday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.